checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Front court spots filled by McDaniels and Towns. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for Dallas, big men on the 4 for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Luka Doncic out there with MP. And it's Exum in at small forward. Take a look at the Mavericks. Take the higher seed. They start this series on their home court, but they cannot be overconfident.
No, the stage is set, my friend, and really it's going to all come down to how you perform between those lines.
So how do you keep the governor on overconfidence?
You got to focus on the task, and I was always taught you respect your opponent and understand that if they play their best, it's going to be a challenge for you. Don't allow them to get that kind of confidence.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the gameplay. Kevin?
Thanks, David. MP against Edwards. Here he goes, and Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
MP with it, now defended by Gobert. Dallas moving it around. The shot's good from Gafford.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Conley against Doncic. Gobert with the screen for Conley. It's up a 3. That shot off. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the inside. Exum. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Edwards looking it over. Driving to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
And here's MP for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. To Gobert. Now here's Conley. Here's the drive. Can't cash in from close range. Down low. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Pass to Conley. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. And what a start to the postseason it's been for them. 8 straight wins to breeze through the first 2 rounds.
And when you're on that kind of a roll, the next series can't start fast enough. They want to keep the momentum going, pick up right where they left off in the second round. But remember, nothing's a sure thing in these NBA playoffs.
Back to Conley. 6 to shoot. Towns a screen on Doncic. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dante Exum. And Irving subbed in for Luka Doncic. Alexander Walker passes to Dozier. Right side Towns. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
On the basket by Jones.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Back to MP. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Lively defending. Reed misses. MP passes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 12. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
And I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
They've got Klay Thompson, MP out there with Irving. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Nuggets got the job done. He picked up 39 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And it's Edwards, top of the key. And it's Irving with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Najee Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Irving. And then for Minnesota, Gobert is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Conley in for Tyus Jones. Timberwolves trail by 15. Conley kicks to Reed. To the middle. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Rebounded by Gafford.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
That free throw, no good. Dallas making a switch here. Exum's checked in. That one misses.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
A 3 from MP. The rebound by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Down by 15. Reed against Washington. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 6. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And then Washington with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that
when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Conley finds Edwards. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And Jones subbed in for Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And stolen by MP. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jones, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Jones. Towns, wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks leading by 19. MP outside. Gafford, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gafford's got 10 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
A three from MP. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Jones. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Outside, Towns. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Up again. Can't hit the putback. And so it's MP making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys,
they've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq. How do you extend your defense enough to bother shooters without opening up the driving lanes?
looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand in 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
On the court for Minnesota. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Here's McDaniels. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Outside, Towns. Now here's Gobert. And the rejection by Gafford.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Oh, man! Boy, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam King. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And they get it. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
MP passes to Gafford. Count it. Gafford's got 12.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Conley dishes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Driving in. A nice shot by McDaniels.
My goodness, McDaniels gets downhill in a hurry.
Dallas with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Doncic. MP looking around. And it's Washington missing. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Doncic against Conley. And Gobert gets to Conley. Off target from outside. Dallas has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Sinks the 3-pointer.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Outside, Towns. Here's Edwards driving inside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 14 points for Anthony Edwards. And so, MV will bring it up for the Mavericks. Out to Doncic. Back to MP. Dallas moving it around. Doncic finds MP. From past the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Well, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Here's Edwards. The Mavericks pull it in. To the paint. Here's Exum. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness.
Man. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Mavericks ahead, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple.
He's checked in for Dallas. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Robert Covington. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Tyus Jones.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. MP out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the power forward. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP with it, now defended by Gobert. Dinwiddie passes to MP. Misses the 3. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Conley. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.